Okay, take two. James, I'm live again. James, I'm live again. All right. Take two. I'm back. Okay, so, obviously, you know, the State of the Union is going on, and so I thought I'd go live and and do some unboxing and spinning for you today during the State of the Union, so that I can create a relaxing space for you today. I give you something else to do during this. So today I have 4 different packages to unbox. One is from Paradise Fibers from a while ago. One is from Watercolor Wool. One is from Fat Cat Knits. And one is from my is from the captain of my Spin Together team. And because I'm participating in Spin Together this year. So I am going to, let's see, what do I want to start with? Let's see, I've got the Paradise Fibers on my lap right now. And so I'm going to start with that one. And then I will continue, I actually recently spun some yarn from Paradise Fibers from a different box. What is going on with the light in here? I'm gonna turn on the light down here, see if that helps, because it is really dark in here, and I don't want it to be dark. So hang tight for a minute. Because it was not dark earlier. Are we dark still? It looks like we're dark still. I don't know what's going on with the light, but I have my ring light on. And hopefully it will work out. It isn't dark? Okay, good. It's not dark. Dark. Maybe it just looks dark on my end. Okay, so I spun some yarn for Spin Together from that came from a Paradise Fibers box. And this one was a package that had several different blends of fiber in it, and this is gonna end up being probably the softest scarf I own, because it has llama and yak and merino and just lots of other blends in there. don't know why my dog is yapping upstairs. Okay. So normally, when Paradise Fibers packages come with about 8 to 12 ounces of fiber, and some little nippy notions, and I have spun a lot of different color fiber variations from, and with that have come from Paradise Fibers. So I'm definitely interested to see what this is, because it's a very cool blend. And it is super soft. So off the top of my head, I'm guessing it feels like there's some, it feels like there's some alpaca in there. So I'll be interested to see if I'm right about that. And so it looks like this is, yeah, and maybe a little bit of silk in there too. And this is definitely, and then there's some other fiber in here that is also super soft. And this has the orangey fiber and some pink fiber, or pink or red fiber blended in with that. And I'm not sure what type of fiber it is. My guess would be merino. Now, it does say on here, or what's in here, so let's see. Okay. So one of these is a blend of, okay, I was wrong. One of these is a blend of BFL and bamboo, and so that's going to be this one, and it is super soft. And this other one is 80% 18.5 micron extra fine merino and 20% mohair. So those are going to be super soft to spin, and they both bags have 7 ounces in them, so that's going to be fun and relaxing to spin up. And let's see the notions that come in with it. Firefly enamel, bakery stitch markers, so which is, and so they've got not intended for children under 12. Got it. Do I pass for 12? Alright. So here's one. Here's another one. And then here's a sticker in there. So that's one package of fiber. Package number 2 is from watercolor wool, from Salem, Oregon. And one thing I didn't mention and at the beginning is that I'm doing a project this year where I am trying to spin the perfect fractal. So most of these of the fiber that I'm gonna be pulling out will be intended for that project. All right. Happy making. Thank you. You're welcome. So this is called duckling, and it is Peruvian Highland wool. Also, and I haven't spun with that before. And I wonder what this is. Oh, this is Corriedale trail sample. I love it when I get samples because they always look good in art bats. Next we have, it's called Tulip Festival, and this is Shaniko wool, which I'm pretty sure is a type of merino or something, or sheep similar to merino. And it is again super soft. I am really curious. I just want to feel how what this Peruvian wool feels like. If you're familiar with spinning, this reminds me of Corriedale. Just by touch, it reminds me of Corriedale. Next up, I have this package. This is from Fat Cat at Knits, and this was my birthday present to myself. This is so Ooh. So, I recommend you look up the if you're not familiar with the if you're not familiar with the Find Your Fade shawl by Andrea Mori, then I highly recommend you take a look at it. Because as my plan for this, I've already made 2 Find Your Fades. It's by Andrea Mori, and so now I want to see if I can spin spin wool for a Find Your Fade with all of this. And the idea with the idea with the Find Your Fade is that it gradually blends from one color or colorway to the next. And so I would so I will spin these up and then decide if I'm actually gonna do that. And the 2 Find Your Fades that I have done have been so the 2 Find Your Fades that I have done have had at least 7 at least 7 and skeins of wool all in them. So I'm curious. So I'm curious if I can actually pull this off. My friend thinks that I should at least try it. And see what happens, I guess. And finally, I have a fiber from the Pearly Shell Fiber Arts, and that's from the captain of the Spin Together team that I'm part of. And I don't know what's in here. Because this was a mystery spinning kit that I ordered from them. I couldn't decide what wool I wanted to order from them, and I decided I would just go with this. Because it was only a little bit more expensive, and I got a lot more with it. So I'm excited to. Okay. Yay! Yay! Okay, so this is one of the ones that I was eyeing at the store. And I am super stoked. This is a 90% merino, 10% cashmere blend. And this is the one I'm gonna spin up today. I on this. And but this also comes with a book. And let's see. And it's a mystery, and I like mysteries. And you can choose which one you want, what flavor of these you want. And by flavor, I mean type of book you want. And there's some other stuff in here. Got some tea, 2 different types of tea, spiced apple and Asian pear. And yeah, okay, that's good. So I am going to spin this up. And I'm thinking, do I want this to be a fractal? Yeah, I think I want this to be a fractal. But yeah. Yeah, this will be good as a fractal. So let me know in the feel free to leave a comment at any point. So the way you do fractals is you start out by dividing the braid more or less in half the long way. I don't have the scale down here with me, but but you know, hopefully this will end up being more or less perfect. All right, and then I'm thinking that I'll do 2 and 4. Yeah, I'll do 2 and 4. Alright. So I just rolled that up into 2 different nests. So now I will divide this half into 4 pieces. And then that'll and and I will start spinning with the smaller side. So then you can focus on seeing the colors quickly change from one color to the next. And I gotta tell you, this is like words can't describe how soft this is. Like it's even softer than Polworth, and Polworth is, in my opinion, one of the softest yarns out there. Or softest breeds of wool out there. So and did I start with So I'm going to start with yellow and end with blue on each strip. Yeah, fractals are going to be my thing this year. Or at least that's my goal, is for fractals to be my thing this year. So lots of colorful yarn. I want to learn how to spin the perfect fractal this year, and I also want to learn how to weave this year. I got a rigid heddle loom for my birthday. And I also have a table loom and a lap loom. So I know how to do basic weaving, but I want to get better at it. Because I've got lots of ideas in my head for what I want to make. And I think there's a lot of yarn that I have that I think would be better as that I think would be better as um, as woven than as knit or crochet. And I'm going to tilt this down. So if anyone asks a question and I don't get to it, I apologize. But I have been keeping an eye out for comments or questions. And see this. Here, let me move this back. There we go. I love the sound of the spinning wheel. By the way, those thumpings that you might hear upstairs, I'm assuming are my puppy. My husband is doing a good job of taking care of her upstairs. So if you have any questions, and feel free to post them in the comments. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a like, thumbs up, so that that both I and the YouTube algorithm know that some that people are enjoying it. It's actually more important that the YouTube algorithm knows. See. Thank you. I love how this fiber feels in my fingers. It's amazing how that little dash of cashmere makes a huge difference in how the fiber how the fiber feels in your fingers. Sometimes a dash of cashmere or a speck of silk, is all it takes to completely change how the fiber and the yarn feel. We're cooking up a beautiful, soft yarn. Oops. World needs more color, I think. The world is too gray this time of year. Let me know your favorite art colors to see that you want to see more of. We want to know what a fractal is. So, so great question. So, a fractal is well, in the case of yarn, it's a way of spinning yarn. So they at one of the strands ends has longer sections of color than the other strand, and so it impacts how the colors turn out when it's knitted up. I'll give you an example. So I recently knit this scarf with yarn that was spun as a fractal, or at least intended to be spun as a fractal. And it would have come out more like a fractal, except my dog got a hold of the fiber. But basically, what ends up happening is you'll have larger some sections where the colors match up, and some sections where the colors do not match up, and it ends up looking really cool. So and colorful. That's why I'm thinking that fractals would be perfect for spinning, if I were to spin yarn for the Andrea Maury scarf. Because the idea with the Andrea Maury scarf is it blends from one color to the next. Like one of the times that I've one of the times that I knit the Find Your Fate, and I blended it from green to pink, which is definitely made for some interesting, very interesting and color choices. So and what happens is each color, um, so and so what happened was I started out with green, and then I went to a color that was blue and green, and then a color that and then a skein that had more blue and less green, and then more blue, oh, and less green, and started adding additional colors. And I've made videos about the Find Your Fade shawl before. What is going on upstairs? I would say maybe the dog needs to go outside. Let's see. Sorry, I missed what that said. Like, it just... Sorry. Oh, hello. Suddenly got a lot more people watching. Hi. For those of you just jumped on, I am spinning in yarn on my spinning wheel. And I just unboxed this wool from Pearly Shawl All Fiber Arts in Washington. By the way, if you've been watching for a while, I need to reset up the chat in the next live stream. Because I've never had it happen like this before, but the comments only come up briefly. And so which is very frustrating. Let's see. Let's see if there's something I can do about that. Hang on. Okay. I think I fixed it. Hopefully I fixed it. Can someone comment and just let me know if, no, just so that I can figure out if I fixed the chat. So that I can, because I want to know if I can, if it's, okay. All right, it's staying up for longer now. All right, hopefully I've got it fixed. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. And if I haven't got it fixed, I apologize. Normally, when I do, and when I live stream, I use StreamYard, and I don't. But I'm not using StreamYard right now, but I don't have this problem when I use StreamYard. So next time I do a live stream, I'll use StreamYard, and then I should be able to see the chat better. Now, when I use StreamYard, or there, I can continually see the chat, but on this, the comments will pop up for 5 or 10 seconds. So what I'm doing is watching for comments and feeling with my fingers as how much yarn or how much wool I am drafting. And so you can't tell, but I am not actually looking at the wool. Looks like pink lemonade on the spool. Yeah, it's turning into pink lemonade. And it's gonna be some really pretty. By the way, if you're watching, please give my moderator a thank you. Or I think he's doing a great job. Thank you for thanking him. Tonight's been pretty chill, but there have been nights where things have not been chill. In fact, that's why the nights where things have not been chill are why I need James to moderate it on live streams. Great to see you too. I'm glad I was able to give a few people a safe space to be during the State of the Union. When I realized that the State of the Union was tonight, I decided to do this. This was a very unplanned live stream. The fiber art community has some members of the fiber art community have expressed concern about what's going on in our world today. So, thought I would try doing this. James, why don't you let the puppy outside? For those of you who don't know, we have a 7.5-month-old puppy. And she's You're welcome. For those of you who don't know, we have a 7.5-month-old puppy. And she's very, very active. I think you said, how old is the puppy? The puppy, sorry, what? I saw a question about the puppy. What was it? Breed is, the puppy is a cattle dog mix. We got her from a shelter a couple weeks after our border collie mix passed away from cancer. Zoe was only 5 years old, so we decided I need to. Oh, you have herding dogs? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Opal is a mix of You have a border collie? Opal is a mix of Border Collie, Australian Shepherd, Australian Cattle Dog, and Mountain Cur. And so she is very smart, very active. Yes, that is a chaotic puppy. Yeah, I'll probably take her to daycare tomorrow. Or I'll have I think our beagle would appreciate a little bit of time away from her. Love you too, sis. Well, it's getting late, and I think James has other things he wants to do. But thank you so much for joining me tonight. I had a great time, and I hope you did too. And I'm so glad I was able to provide you with some colorful, relaxing fun, and I hope you join me in the future. So take care and have a good night. Bye.